Welcome back to Cop Action on Cam. On this call from fall 2024, airport police are called to an aircraft tarmac area after a man is spotted somewhere no passenger should ever be. Just beyond the terminals, past locked gates, warning signs, and multiple perimeter fences, a confused traveler is discovered wandering through secure airport property. He isn't supposed to be there, and no one can even explain how he got inside. What started as a missed flight quickly turns into a major airport security situation with serious legal consequences. This is Cop Action on Cam, and the full body cam footage begins now.
How you doing? How you doing?
Terrible.
Terrible. Do you have ID on you, sir?
Hi, I'm Sierra 60.
What's going on? How do we get so far out here?
Told me to go to the Hilton. Couldn't find it.
The Hilton?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do me a favor?
I'm not giving you up. If you had any information, I'll call you back.
What?
Can we take your backpack off? Just sit on the ground, please. Thank you. So how did you get all the way out here, though? That's what I'm confused about. You didn't think at some point you saw the airplanes that maybe you went too far? Or what's that?
I walked that away.
From where?
From where?
Yeah, where did you come out here from?
Past TSA.
You remember the gate number?
I was at 120.
Apparently they're trying to get you on the radio. I think Tom Center's trying. I'm on the radio now. Yeah, he says on the radio now.
Would it be more comfortable to have a conversation elsewhere?
Just stand by. So you came from gate 112?
128.
128? And you walked past all these airplanes and everything?
I missed my flight. They told me to go to the Hilton. Someone stole my phone.
21 to 175, I'm jumping on the tram now.
That way. I walked all the way to Circle.
But you didn't think at any point you shouldn't be out here?
I wasn't here. I've been walking for 6 miles since like 8 o'clock.
Walking from all around here, out here?
Basically, yeah. Okay. I walked past 2 gates. I asked the guys there to let me through. They wouldn't let me through. So I just kept walking.
Okay. But I mean, at any point you saw all these airplanes, you thought I probably shouldn't be out here?
She told me to go back to the airport. I went up to the Hyatt and they told me that it was $269 for room. I didn't realize I was missing my $500 bracelet. So I tried turning back to find it, and apparently it's the wrong road that I was on, and I am sorry.
But my question is, once you saw these airplanes, you thought maybe I shouldn't be out here? That never occurred to you?
I was over there, but yeah.
It did or did not?
It's pretty similar. Where was I? You just saw me. I have a picture of it.
So my question is, how did you get outside?
Outside?
Outside to where all these airplanes are. How did you get out here on the ground?
Fence by the Hyatt.
So you jumped the fence?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you jump the fence?
Because I'm missing a $500 bracelet that I
So you thought it was okay to jump the fence to retrieve a bracelet? Why didn't you call the police, call somebody, lost and found?
Because it's 7 miles of road that I just walked that I don't think you would.
So you thought it was okay to jump a barbed wire fence?
No.
No? You didn't think it was okay?
I thought it was it's from my oldest friend.
Okay. Huh.
And I thought it was the same road. She told me that the road that I was on was public. It looked exactly the same.
Who told you that?
She did.
The road that you were on, before you jumped the fence?
Sort of. I was walking, I don't know which road it was, but it felt like it. That's why I'm asking her. I don't know what road I was on. I was walking inbound this way.
Okay.
There's a big ass circle from that side of the airport all the way around. And then I was coming down, and then I got to the Hyatt. They told me it was insanely expensive. So then I realized my brace was missing. I tried getting back on the same road. I was going back to see where I lost it.
Okay.
And genuinely, because I don't have $300 to spend on a night to sleep in, so I'm like, might as well look for a $500 bracelet.
So when you jumped the fence, there was barbed wire on the fence, correct?
Not where I jumped technically, but yeah.
What do you mean technically? What does that mean?
I jumped over barbed wire, but there was barbed wire on the same fence, yes.
Okay. So you didn't see a sign at any point that said no trespassing? Because they're like every 20 feet. You never saw a sign? Okay.
To be fair, I was pretty much looking at the ground after I got off the fence.
You what?
I was pretty much looking at the ground after I got off the fence, not looking at anybody.
I meant on the other side of the fence.
Please tell me I'm not delaying any flights.
What's up?
175.
Yeah, this is a big deal. You can't do this kind of thing. So we gotta get some questions answered so we can figure out how we're gonna proceed from here. Okay? Do you have any weapons on you, anything like that? Anything in your pockets?
Headphones and 2 vapes.
What?
Headphones and 2 vapes.
Okay. So the thing we're gonna have to do now is figure out how you got in here. So where was this fence that you're talking about?
Where the Hyatt is, there's about 3 floors worth of
175
concrete.
door.
The stairs that goes like this that leads to a dead end and a door. With 2 fences that go like this.
So outside the Hyatt?
Yeah. You go outside, like walk down the main door, to the right, go to the right, go to the right.
Okay. Did you hear an alarm sound when you opened that door? Was that between the trams where you walked out?
No.
175 going.
On
175. Have a seat. Just have a seat. Really? Just have a seat. Thank you. You sit on your butt, that's fine. Where do you live? Missouri? How'd you get to Orlando? On a plane? Are you visiting somebody?
work.
You came here looking for work, or you have work down here?
I have work down here.
Where do you work down here?
United States Postal Service invited me on a conference to come here.
The Postal Service invited you to a conference.
Yes.
Do you work for the Postal Service? So you have credentials and everything? Where are those credentials? In your bag. Okay. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, so just stay right there. Lay on the ground for me. Lay on the ground. Lay on the ground. Lay on the ground.
Put your hand up.
Yeah.
You got signal too?
No. He's just trespassing. How do you get this? He said he jumped the fence by the Hyatt. I think when that 29 came out for the security door,
Yeah.
I think that was him.
The security door was the west checkpoint.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just stay right there for me, okay? We're going to stand you up real quick, okay? You're just detained for right now. We're going to go to the back of my car. All right, do you have any weapons on you, knives or needles or anything like that? Nothing? Okay. All right, I trust you. I'm just going to have to search you real quick. Just lean against the car for me.
Backwards.
Face the car though.
Yeah, just face the car.
Walls in. Kevin, you still live in Missouri? Okay. Alright. So, I got some questions. I kind of know what's happening, but I want to know the specifics. I'm kind of curious of how you got back here. You know, it's an airport. It's supposed to be tight security. So I'm actually kind of shocked on that. I'm sorry?
I'm gonna balance the two things. I can help you with the security issues, or I really want to get home, man. Like that's genuinely.
In Missouri?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got to ask you some questions about that stuff, okay? Because right now you're trespassing. You can't be back here. Okay? So, my specific questions can incriminate you. That's why I got to read you your rights. Okay? But I know that you jumped the fence. I know certain things, but I do have questions on that.
Point.
I'm sorry?
That's genuinely my point.
Okay, so we can talk about it, but I have to read this first. Okay? Just blinded myself. Hold on.
Thanks, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? I need a verbal yes or no. Yes? Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
It's really weird.
I'm sorry?
It's really weird because you have the right to remain silent when you say you have to say yes. Usually that's
Well, yes, you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to answer my questions that can incriminate you. If you don't want to talk to me at all, I won't even read this.
I just
I'm sorry?
don't mind talking to you.
Okay.
I don't want to incriminate myself.
Okay, but we'll talk about this, okay? So that's why I want to figure out if you did something stupid, by luck, or you're purposely trying to do what you're trying to do. I'd like to know your side of the story. Okay, so what happened?
I've been here since noon.
You've been here since noon.
I missed my flight at 8 o'clock.
You had a flight to go back to Missouri
Yes.
at 8 o'clock? What airline?
Southwest.
Southwest, okay.
And then the lady at Southwest gave me a hotel number. She did not tell me where the hotel was, so I just looked up where the nearest Hilton was, and I started walking out of the door. I walked for 5 miles until I saw that lady, and she told me to just keep walking that way. And I got back into the airport, and
You walked 5 miles where?
in basically a big circle.
Okay.
I told,
Around here?
I,
Like, were you walking around airplanes? Or were you walking around with cars and stuff in the street, normal highway?
it genuinely, that was what I was telling him. It's like it genuinely felt like when I got back on the road, it felt like the same road. That's why I was over here. I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just looking for my bracelet. And that road looked like exactly where I came back in from. I'm obviously wrong because I'm here in handcuffs.
Did you walk around that pond?
I walked around several ponds.
Okay. So I noticed
there were 2 gates that I walked by. I walked by the highway. I ended up in a kind of business, like an industrial.
What kind of like a fence gate, like a chain link fence gate?
The whole thing was chain linked.
Okay.
Literally everywhere I walked, there was a chain link fence. I was trying to cut 90 degrees left, and I could not at any point. Then when I got to where I thought I was supposed to be, there was another chain link fence. The guy would not let me through. He just wouldn't. It was literally where I was trying to go. So I just took a hard left that way and walked basically back into a big ass view. It was 6 miles
Okay. What was your end goal?
to get to the Hilton.
To get to the Hilton?
Yes.
You didn't want to take it like an Uber or a taxi?
No.
Did you look it up on your GPS on how to get there?
Yes.
And it told you to take these off the beaten path roads?
Yes. But it's not where you found me. That was me realizing that I'm missing.
Where did this, I know we just showed up. Where did he,
It was literally.
by that fence down there?
So I got.
Is it the female or the black male?
Okay, so I don't know where I was. I keep trying to ask her. She says she can't hear me, but I think I was over there-ish, somewhere like where I'm looking that way.
She did?
No, like where she found me for the first time.
Yeah.
It was over there, that way, somewhere.
Okay.
She said it was public road.
So she's the first one that found you, the
Yes.
white female.
Well, she's like the 6th person who found me, but she was the first person who actually talked to me.
Huh?
Said, just keep walking this way.
How many people talked to you?
That's what it said. She was the first person who talked to me.
How many people saw you?
Other than like 20. Counting the highway, I can't count that.
Yeah, not the highway. I'm talking about once you actually got in here.
I want to keep pointing.
I know.
And you don't want me to. I don't know which exit of the hospital or airport I came out of. Okay.
So,
But
I noticed all your cuts on there. How many fences did you jump? More than one or just one?
A few. But
How many?
A few.
A few?
They just seemed like the guy that told me that I wasn't allowed. It just seemed like a tollway.
But if it's a barbed wire fence, I saw the cuts. Not all of
It
them.
wasn't a barbed wire.
How many were?
No, I'm saying it wasn't a barbed wire fence that cut me.
Oh,
The fence that I jumped looking for my bracelet because I thought this was the same road.
say again.
The fence that I jumped looking for my bracelet because I thought this was the same road that I originally walked down was a barbed wire fence. Other than that, I did not jump a barbed wire fence.
Okay. But you jumped several fences. So how'd you get the cuts on your hands?
Fences are still sharp.
From what?
Fences are still sharp.
What? I know.
I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. My
Okay.
day started with work. I
What do you do
just
for
want to
work?
go home. I have work that I'm supposed to be at 6 o'clock in the morning again.
What kind of work is that?
Kansas City, Missouri. I run a post office.
Okay. Have you been drinking?
I had a beer at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. You know what time it is roughly?
12:55.
Okay. You know what day it is?
Friday, 12:56.
Smart, huh? Using the dashboard for your answers. Come on, use it for your memory, though.
Last time I looked at the clock.
All right. I'll give you that.
I'm just trying to find a place to sleep. I have a flight at 11 o'clock. All I'm trying to do is make that flight. When I got back here, and she told me to come back here, I realized that my bracelet was missing.
Okay.
Jumped the fence looking for the
And
same.
when you're saying her, you're talking about her right there? The one by the car?
I believe so, yes. She said that when she found me, or initially I was on a public road. Where I got in looked exactly the same. Like exactly the same. So I'm sorry, I did not mean to be on private property. Nothing said. I understand the concept of defense, but I swear to God, the entire 6 miles that I walked, there was a fence along the entire route. She said it was a public route.
Cool. And we'll talk to them. Just hold tight for me, okay? Nothing ticking?
At time of production, this case is still open. The suspect was originally placed in a pre-trial diversion program but did not meet its terms. His felony charge of trespassing in a designated operational area of an airport remains pending. Thank you for watching this episode of Cop Action on Cam. If you found this video interesting, hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments. We love to hear them. If you want to see more real-world police responses caught on camera, make sure you're subscribed. We'll be back next week with even more Cop Action on Cam.